in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Eason on second down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play, and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On first down, Jacob Eason. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 6-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And stopped up at the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, McLeod. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake. McLeod. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
1st and 10, Eason. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
Eason's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Operating from the gun, Eason. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, Eason letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Texans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
For first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield. Out
of the gun. They'll look to throw. eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McLeod. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, McLeod. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down, here's Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. It's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down, Houston.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down. McLeod uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, McLeod. And that will be incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McLeod dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off-play action. McLeod, he's letting it fly for Cooks, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time play there for the Texans. 61 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 34.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And 3 at the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Ross Blacklock coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Taking it about the 36. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Off the play fake, McLeod. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. McLeod. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the gun, McLeod. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off the play fake, McLeod. And he fires one incomplete. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Taylor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Off play action. McLeod. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
What you doing out there, boy? This ain't no
touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 99 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
The kicker on for the
trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Like 22, he's coming, 22.
To throw on 2nd down, McLeod. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 4th down, McLeod. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, McLeod. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, McLeod. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McLeod. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming.
To throw on 3rd down. McLeod flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. From the gun, Eason. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
23 yards on the play. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked there by Nick Nelson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That's 22, that's 22. Here we go, get off the field. Like 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike.
Off the play fake. McLeod. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Operating from the gun, McLeod. He's going to let it go here for Hillman. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Number 37.
A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
Houston.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down again. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Operating from the gun, Eason. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They go to Hillman on the screen. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. McLeod. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun. Eason. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Pretty much a race.